Morning everyone. Today we are going to continue with the previous listening questions. The first question that you are going to learn today is vocation questions. In vocation questions, you are asked to identify either the profession of the speaker or the identity of the audience. In order to answer vocation and other general speaker identification questions, you should visualize the conversation as it takes place. Visualizing is a skill that is essential for building listening skill. As we listen, we will create mental images of what is happening in the talk, where did the talk take place, and the situation during the talk. Next, we need to listen carefully for keywords that will identify the speakers or the relationship. You need to listen for keywords that give some details about the speaker's identity or occupation, since the speaker often won't say his or her occupation or identity directly. And then, listen to the intonation of the speakers to identify whether the conversation is official or familiar. You can say that the conversation is official or formal when you are speaking to someone you don't know or on whom you want to make a good impression, while in familiar or informal, the choice of words and grammar tend to be familiar rather than formal, and it is used when you know or want to get to know the person you are speaking to. Here are vocation questions that are usually asked. Who is the speaker? Who is the audience? What is the speaker's job? Whom does the speaker work for? Now, let's talk about fact-based questions. Fact-based questions will require you to recall or remember information revealed in the spoken text. To answer fact-based questions, you should listen carefully to the particulars of the talk. It means you need to listen to details or information about the talk. Second, you need to figure out unfamiliar words from the context. Whenever you encounter unfamiliar word, it would help you if you take note. Then, use the word or sentence before and after that unfamiliar word, so it will help you to guess the meaning of that unfamiliar word. The next step, you need to look at the answers while the talk is being given so that you can anticipate fact questions. The last one, you need to pay special attention to numbers and proper nouns. Remember that fact-based questions are generally asked in the same order they are presented in the talk. For example, if the first answer set has A. History, B. Biology, C. Math, D. Friends, then you should listen for some mention of a field of academic study near the beginning of a talk. Be careful, however, because in a case like this, the talk will usually mention more than just one of the subjects, so you have to consider the point the speaker is making about its subject. Now let's move on to inference questions. This type of question requires you to look further than the surface and literal meaning of the speech, ideas, or sentences to find the correct answer. That's why you need to draw conclusions from specific details in the passage or to make comparisons between details. In order to answer inference questions, you should listen carefully to the particulars of the talk. This first step is the same step that you found in fact-based questions. It means you need to listen to details or information about the talk. Next, try to understand unfamiliar words from context, as it will give you a hint about what the speaker is talking about. The third step you need to do is look at the answers while the talk is being given so that you can anticipate certain inference questions. And then use your knowledge about the situation to guess what logical conclusions might be true. In inference question, you need to find the answer from clues and from prior knowledge rather than directly. Inference questions are usually asked in the following form. It can be inferred from the conversation that the man or woman most probably. That's all for today's lesson. If you have any questions, don't forget to post it on Schoology. Bye!